everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I do a kind of a roughly flower with a number 14 and a number 10 Amagic flat brush and my Westonia fine liner. These are all going to be listed down below if you'd like to purchase them. My affiliate links. I'm going to be using Tea Berry, Happy Green, Fresh Foliage, Wicker White, School Bus Yellow, and Thicket. I always use FolkArt paint, a mixture of enamels and the multi-surface. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I have cleaned off this bottle and it's ready to go. I use soap and water and rubbing alcohol and go over it. This is the one that I use for my videos though, so I'm not real particular about it because I'm not worried about the paint sticking to it, but definitely make sure you clean yours well, regardless of what kind of glass you're using, whether it's a bottle or wine glass or whatnot. Just make sure you clean it well and go over it with rubbing alcohol to make sure you got all the ink, not ink, but oil and any kind of residue or whatnot that's left over from washing it. Alright, I've gone ahead, stuck one side into the Wicker White, one side into the Tea Berry, just getting my brush loaded. I am not particular about how I load my brushes, so you know, you basically have to get a feel for that. I do believe, so whatever works for you. I do keep adding paint to it as I'm painting, so again, you have to find the right mix for yourself. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and get started here. I'm just doing roughly, and I'm doing wiggle, ruffle, wiggle, and then I just bend it just to give it some, again, like it's a roughly flower, basically. Alright, I'm going to add another coat, so I'm doing the same thing. Doing the same thing, coming back, and ending up like that. Alright, going to come down here. I'm just going to do 3 of these. So again, I'm coming up, just wiggling it as I come up, turn my brush a little bit, turn it, and you create these little wiggles as you do it. And then I'm going to come back, go over it again, do a second layer of petals, and I can come up like that, or I can just go out like that. However you want to do it. Alright, I'm going to do one more. Bring it over here, come up, turn it, up, turn it, turn it. And then I'm going to come over here, give another layer, do the same thing. Again, just very simple. Just slight turn of your brush. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is take my fine liner and put it into my greens. I'm just going to do a little bit of all of them. And I'm going to come up through here and put in what I would say are my little tendrils, or I'm going to pull up through here. Now there's a little ridge there, so that's why it broke up like that. But just pull them up. Doesn't matter how many you put in. I just want to make sure you're seeing it. I'm sorry if my hand's in the way. Let me do it this way. And I just keep tipping my brush into the greens as I go. And you can put however many you want. Again, it's not a set amount. You know, normally it's maybe 5 or 6. But like with this one, I just kind of like adding more. Okay. Alright, so then we're going to go back to our flat brush again and dip back into the paints. And I'm going to come down here starting the same direction. Now, keep in mind, if you are someone who is right-handed, starting the direction that I'm starting may not be the right direction for you. you might have to go about this by starting in the opposite direction. And you just have to be careful, because once you paint and you're pulling it back and forth, it can cause separation, so you want to just be very light on this, if that makes sense. And I'm going to do another one here. Bring it down, down, like that. And then come up here again. Yeah, because I start one direction, but if you're right-handed, you might feel more comfortable doing it the opposite direction from me. So keep that in mind. It's not all the same based on which hand you are. And I'm doing this just putting little stems. Again, I didn't have a whole lot of room on my bottle to do like what I did on my paper. I'm just going to come in here and do a lot of these just to kind of tie my flower into the stem. Do the same thing down here. Come back down that, maybe add a little bit more green in here. And you can even, if you want to, come in and out so that's not one straight stem. You know, like this. That's up to you though. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is take my number 10 flat brush, stick it into all the greens, and do some blending strokes. And then I'm just going to do simple leaves. Again, just doing wiggle, slight wiggle, and coming back and pulling it. Come over here, do the same thing, and pull it back. And I just keep adding paint as I go. And this one's going to come off to the side a little bit, but that's okay. Whoops. But I want to swing that one around a little bit nicer. And then do that over here. And if you have any room, you know, these stems are pretty full, but if you have any more room where you want to add another leaf, just feel free to throw it in there wherever you can. Doesn't necessarily have to be on the actual stem. You can even put one up here if you want. I'm just going to leave it like this, just minimal. And then what I do to finish this up is stick my, I didn't even clean it off, stick my Deerfoot, or sorry, I'm used to using the Deerfoot stippler, stick in my Westonia fine liner, and I'm going to just come to the end of these and then just do a quick little pull like that. I mean, you could do another color with this if you wanted to, but I'm just going to stick with just the School Bus Yellow and call it a day. Alright, I hope you like this video. If you do, give me a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and prior to leaving, if you would share this video on your social network with all your family and friends, I would appreciate it. Until the next time, please stay safe and healthy, and you have a good one.